Hello, my name is Ashley Timberlake, and I am the Director of Alumni Relations at Westchester Country Day School and a graduate of 1990 myself. And I'm excited to be with WJ Jessup today, who is also a fellow alum from the class of 2013. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm excited to catch up with WJ and find out a little bit about his experience at Westchester and kind of what he's been up to since graduation. So WJ, I have a few questions to ask.
Okay.
If you can answer them for me, honestly. So I would love for you to tell us about the path your life has taken since graduating from Westchester.
So I graduated class 2013, like you stated, and then right after Westchester, I attended Lenoir-Rhyne University, where I played college baseball there for 2 years. And I had my major was pre-engineering. Mm-hmm. So then from there, I actually transferred to North Carolina Agriculture and Technical State University, where I got my applied engineering and technology degree. Fantastic. And so currently, I am an operations supervisor with TJX Corporation, which is TJ Maxx Distribution Center down in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm very familiar with TJ Maxx.
I love them. I love them.
So great. Well, how did Westchester prepare you for this path? And you can kind of speak how it prepared you academically for college, how it prepared you socially, and then, of course, professionally.
Okay. So academically, no debating, Westchester prepped me for college. As far as being attentive, being accountable for your work, making sure you're turning things in on time, all those are very pivotal in college. And so I'm going to be honest. I love Lenoir-Rhyne University to death, but Westchester was definitely more difficult than Lenoir-Rhyne University. So it definitely prepared me for sure. And then as far as just my career and social, it just helped me get a different environment. It taught me things that how to be versatile in the lifestyle, how to work with different people from different cultures. Right. And it happens in everyday life. So Westchester kind of gave me a worldly view of what was to come. But academically was definitely, I think, Westchester, because like I said, Lenoir-Rhyne was a breeze.
Right.
Honestly.
That's good news.
Yeah, it was. The academics at Westchester is top notch, and I commend them for it. I thank them for the difficulties. Taught me a lot.
And about the baseball, did you tell me a little bit about how that experience translated into your experience in college?
So the baseball family at Westchester, shout out to Coach Joey, Coach Couch, Coach Mo, and Coach Jeff Wilson. It was bigger than just the game. They were teaching us life. They were raising us young boys into being grown men. And so just being accountable for our actions, how we carry ourselves outside the field, how we just speak, that everyone's always watching. Our academics, that was number one. Mm-hmm. That is very important. So baseball, going into college, I was already used to a certain mentality, a certain expectation, how to carry myself, and knowing that you're always under somebody's ego view.
Sure.
So I'm grateful for that as well, because it definitely took me from being a little boy to a young man for sure.
Right. So while you were at Westchester, you were very involved in our arts.
Yes, ma'am.
And so tell me a little bit about how that worked after high school.
After high school, so going into Lenoir-Rhyne, I had a dual scholarship. So I had theater in the fall and baseball in the spring. And so I was my requirement was to do 2 shows in the fall.
Okay.
And so I continued that my freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah.
And then sophomore year, I kind of trying to balance theater, baseball, and engineering kind of got difficult. So even though it's still my passion, I love to perform and entertain, I kind of let that go for a little bit and just focused on my engineering degree and finishing up school.
Well, you were definitely at Westchester one of those well-rounded young people.
I appreciate it.
You contributed academically, you contributed in the arts and in our athletics program. So you were a star student at Westchester. Yes, it's true. All right, so tell us. So tell us a little bit, if you could, for us, think of one favorite memory that you had at Westchester and share it with us.
One favorite memory. Winning the state championship on our own field. I think that was one of the greatest feelings ever. The reason why, we had created history because we two-peated. So we won our first one in 2011, 2012, and then won our second one in 2012, 2013. So just to be a part of that team, that culture, that impact, to leave a stain in Westchester history is always something I will be grateful for to be a part of.
Right.
and just to win it on something that we took time in to build, to literally tap into a mentality of a winner's mentality is something I'll never forget.
Right.
And I can cherish that with all those individual men, wherever y'all are now. Love y'all boys, man. Love y'all boys.
Yeah. And because y'all are definitely family.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So tell us something that you learned at Westchester or experienced at Westchester, and you've already kind of talked about this, that has really stuck with you since graduating.
Self-accountability. That
Awesome.
is the main thing I can say I take away from Westchester, because if I could go back, I would definitely be more accountable for my actions, be more accountable to be a little bit more studious, take my books a little bit more serious, how I carry myself, how I treat others, things of that nature. Because once you get into the real world, all those things pertain to self-accountability.
Sure.
And so just having a family around me that would help and mold me or pull me to the side, give me good constructive criticism and the bad, is something I'm forever grateful for. So self-accountability would be one of my main topics I could say I took away from Westchester.
That's awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
So what advice, WJ, would you give a current Westchester student?
In today's day and age, and what the world is, the number one thing I would give them is be comfortable being uncomfortable. Be comfortable being uncomfortable, because the world right now is in a state that we all don't know. But it's okay to be comfortable not knowing.
Wow.
So be comfortable being uncomfortable.
It's very powerful.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.